Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. Orpheus and his army are just about to finish up their first day of fighting outside the imperial capital of Zeteginia. Empress Endora is waiting there to confront our army. But before we were able to confront her, we have to get through these 26 units that she's sending out. 10 of those units are comprised of her son, or I guess clones of her son, Prince Gares, accompanied by 2 wyverns. So it's a pretty tough unit because Gares is a normal boss. We defeated 2 of those units in the last episode. A third one is just appearing up there in the northwest corner of the screen. So the best way to fight Prince Gares' unit is to fight it with an evil unit of your own. Gares is accompanied, like I said, by 2 wyverns. They have low alignment. So they fight really well at night. So you might think, well, I'll just wait until in the morning until it's the morning time, and then when they're a little weaker, fight them with a good alignment unit. Well, that ain't really gonna work because Gares does a lot of damage, especially as the evil ring, which is like black magic, and that'll really like tear through good alignment units. So I've been fighting him with evil alignment units. One of them's stationed right there. It's a ninja with lycanthropes. It has 2 good alignment characters, a seraphim and a monk. The monk to heal up folks, the seraphim to just have a white magic attack for during the daytime here. But this unit is pretty good at fighting them at night, especially the way I have them configured. The lycanthropes are set to the far side so they can hurt the wyverns and hopefully take out this unit's ability to fly. And at nighttime, when Gares' unit is the strongest, this unit is also at its strongest, so they won't take as much damage from Gares' evil ring's attack or the wyvern's fire. This unit also has its tactics set to leader, so Ninja's pretty good at dodging the attacks of the wyvern. When I do confront this unit with other units, I've only also confronted with the boss killing unit that I have. You'll notice if I do that later, I always have, instead of having the princess being the boss, I have the lich being the boss, because remember, Gares' unit, the AI is set to leader, so only the lich has the resistances to be able to survive Gares' evil ring and then 2 of the fire attacks from the wyverns. They never have been able to get off their second fire attack because the liches by that time will have used their spells to defeat the wyverns. And Gares, after he uses his evil ring, his final 2 attacks are 2 just physical single attacks, which the lycanthropes are able to tank and absorb. So one of the interesting things about Gares here, because he's not a boss unit in this map, you can actually use a moon card to bring him up to the front row, and you get to see what Gares' front row attacks are. All the other times we fought Gares, he was always in the back row, and moon cards don't work on bosses. The only one it works on is Capella, back in the Pilgrim Forest. But I would recommend against doing that. Gares in the front row is just a beast. He does a whole bunch of hit all black magic attacks, like he drops meteors. I think he summons phantoms. It's been a while since I did it, but I did it just to see what happened, and yeah, he did massive damage. So yeah, not a very smart idea. So, but you know, if it's something you want to check out, check it out. It'll be only real time to do that. So, well, that last battle was a little bit of a bust. We lost, and they may have just I don't know if I think we defeated one of the muses in the front, and they'll just pick up a new one. So, but they're flying away. That's nice. They don't want to hang out there for some reason. So, it's probably not a good idea to take that city, even though I'm very close to it. Because if for some reason you get pushed off that city, you'll notice a bunch of the non-Gares units are attacking that city or approaching our army from that area, if they knock one of our units off that city, then potentially one of the flying guards units can go back there and heal up. So we're fighting them right now. If we do manage to, say, take out the wyverns, they're stuck on the mountains where we can send our own flying unit to finish guards off. Or even if we lose a battle there and our units are pushed back, guards' units will keep pushing forward and won't be anywhere near any other cities to heal up. So, like I said, at this point, money isn't a problem, so it didn't matter that at the end of the first day we lost a lot of money there. This is the second to last map, and if you've been, managing your army well, there's no reason why you should be having any money issues. So, better just sit back here, and if it hurts our, our tributes that we collect, it's okay. It's better than making the having a tougher battle. So, we have a pretty effective line of defense back here, so no reason to change it up. If the tactic's working, keep with it. The enemy is more than happy, it seems, to come after us. So, well, that unit's retreating up, so, but luckily they're pretty weak. Gordon's unit is pretty weak too, but they should be able to finish that unit off before they get to that city and heal. Our cockatrice should be able to go before their mage and turn him to stone. Look at that enemy's pretty smart. They that cleric unit was moving pretty fast, and then they decided to just stop there, and they stopped and ran interference basically. Well, this will work out pretty nice, especially if we charm the cleric in the back row, or the monk in the back row. Let's keep them calling them clerics because that's their base class. But yeah, this will work out well because now she will heal our character. So I was just mentioning that this unit is pretty weak because they took a little bit of a beating, but they'd still be strong enough to take out that retreating evil man mage unit. But now they're just getting healed up, and they're going to be able to do a good bit of damage to this unit here. So there we go. Nice. We got some free healing at the cost of a tarot card, but that was much of a problem. So my capture card was just running a little bit of thing there, so I had to just do a quick stop, reset the capture card, pause it, unpause it, but nothing else happened. So here we go. We're finally getting this unit here. Mage is the big problem, but if we set it to weak, we'll turn him to stone. There we go. Take care of him. And let's see if our giant goes before him. Yep, the evil one, and finish him off. There we go. And now we can retreat back and take care of that cleric unit. And hang out here and heal. It's nighttime again now. Our lycanthrope unit is back to good strength. So now the lycanthropes, even though we have low hit points with them, now that it's nighttime, their resistance is increased dramatically. So they may actually end up with this battle with more hit points than they are going to start the battle with. So, put it on leader to stone the monk. Otherwise, she'd keep healing the damage we do, so... Well, I don't think we'll be able to finish this unit off, but we'll hurt them pretty bad. But, alright. Are we going to finish off the... No, I don't think we'll finish off the giant. Unless we get a really good hit. We might have put it on weak. We would have been able to take care of that monk in the front row. But, it's okay. Not worried about that unit at all. Like I said, the main worry now is all the guards units coming up. So... we took out 3 of them, still 7 more to go. I wonder how Gares is managing to clone himself like that, you know? Like I said, I speculate it's black magic, but who knows? Maybe he has bodyguards? you know, or people who, you know, like body doubles, basically. They wouldn't be bodyguards. Well, they could be bodyguards. Bodyguards / body doubles. So, But we will find out later on in this map. We just found a dowser. Pointless item. What that does is basically just locates the any hidden treasure on the map. But I'm pointing out where all the hidden treasures are, so. Alright, 122, 128. Let's see if we end up with more hit points. So. What? Ouch. Haha, yeah, see how Ninja's good at dodging those attacks. You? And Gares is missing because they have some pretty good agility when they're in their lycanthrope forms. And if he does hit, they don't take too much damage. Yeah, see, we're both going to end up with more hit points than started off with, so. Thanks, Gares, for healing us up. I have my boss killing unit there to move in just for potentially the kill. It looks like most of these battles are going to play out very similar, where we manage to wipe out the wyverns that accompany Gares, but not finish off Gares. So he'll be stuck on the mountains, and our unit is a forest unit here, so they don't really move fast over the mountains either. So we can just have our flying unit, the boss killing unit, sweep in, take him out, and then move on to bigger and better things, like the Empress. The lady who started it all. Maybe we'll learn why she started the thing. Well, we know it's something to do with Rashidi, but need to know what did he say to, I guess, con her into it. So, well, we got another Gares approaching there, but he's coming down the river. So we'll get to see how other units perform against him. And it's not going to be as good. I thought we were going to fight the Gares that was flying toward us. But, it doesn't matter which one we fight. I'm going to take care of him. Donk. Good, lycanthropes, they're taking care of business. Unlike our Seraphim there who missed. Donk. And here we go. A fresh unit here, but our unit's looking kind of fresh. Everyone's almost at full hit points except for the Were-Tiger up front. But eventually he'll hopefully get up there shortly. Donk. Good, that's a nice round when all our characters hit. Yeah, Gares keeps picking on our Were-Tiger. What does he have against Were-Tigers? Maybe I could swap the Were-Tiger and the Werewolf around for a battle or two. So, there we go. Once again, we've eliminated all his flying lackeys. And we have another Gares unit there. Two of them coming up. That one's paused though there, so. Bonk. We might be able to get our boss unit behind them to kind of flank them if we do manage to defeat them, to push them back. Like I said, I'm not putting any money on it though, because the unit that we'll be fighting is a good alignment unit. We'll get to see just how less effective a good alignment unit is against Mr. Gares. Nice level up there for our boss killing unit. Increase their stats. So next time they do fight a boss, which will be Empress Endora. Although they will not be the first unit to confront Empress Endora. We're going to have Orpheus attack her, because there will actually be dialogue between Empress Endora and Orpheus. And there's also special dialogue between Empress Endora and Debonair. So we have Debonair deployed with Orpheus' unit, so. Well, alright. Let's move our boss killing unit over there, flying over the mountains. Speaking of mountains, mountains are one of the locations where we can pick up 2 of the neutral encounters in this map. The neutral encounters in this map are Cerberus and Tiamats, both level 24s, can be found in the mountains. And then we can get Raven Men over the ocean, also level 24. So if you're still hoping for characters, they're all pretty decent. Raven Men, one of the best, well, they are the best low-flying carry unit. Tiamats, pretty good tanks, especially for an evil unit. And Cerberus just have good stats all around. So I know I mentioned in an early video, when you look at, somebody did a comparison of all units at level 25, which is your basic endgame level. The Cerberus had the most total stats overall. You know, like I said, pretty good. They get 3 front row attacks, which most tier 3 units have, but they get it at the start. So the only one that starts with more attacks is the octopus friend there from the front row 4. So, but the Cerberus have more useful terrain type mountains. You see, there's a lot of mountains in all the maps, so they'll more likely be finding unfavorable terrain than the octopus. But if you really look hard enough, you can tend to find good terrain for the octopus to fight on, even in maps that don't seem to have a lot of water in them. Like, for instance, in this map, I have the octopus unit there hanging out in the river, basically just guarding the bridge, like the trolls of myths who hang out at bridges and demand tolls. That's a good way to level characters in Ultima 5. Hang out on bridges and just pass time there, and eventually a troll will come by. You can fight them to raise experience, get gold, build your characters up. Eventually I will get through the Ultima games, but I have a bunch of other... I have my capture card set right now to the 3 systems that I have, the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Wii. So it's just easier to keep them on there and do the games that I'm playing there. Besides, many of the games that I have to replay that I lost playthroughs for are all on those systems. I got Final Fantasy 1 through 3, and then Dragon Warriors 1 through 3. I'm actually going to do 2 Let's Plays of Final Fantasy 1. The first one, a replay of with the Red Mage Marty, the Black Mage Milo, the Black Belt Wibbly, and the White Mage Fibs, named after the first 5 rats rescued from at Marty Mouse House. And then the next Let's Play, the second Let's Play, will be the current brood at Marty Mouse House, which is Albert, Beasley, Chip and Nichols. And they'll be playing with the 2 classes that I didn't use in Final Fantasy. They'll have so I'll have 2 thieves and 2 fighters. So no magic until class change. So that should be interesting. And another reason to not changing my capture card out is, as soon as this Let's Play's over, I'll be jumping into the Final Fantasy V 4-job fiesta, 3rd year in a row, doing trying to help out Tiny Toes Rat Rescue. So we won't get magic in that Let's Play either until our 4th job, which will be a 2nd Wind Crystal job, the Blue Mage, which one of the best classes in the game, but we'll be hurting at the beginning. Our starting class is a Thief, which is like a utility class. The only thing they have really going for them is they have really high agility, so they'll be good at the end game when we get the chicken knife, because that's a powerful weapon that also includes knives. Also include agility in addition to strength when determining attack values. So they'll be good, but until then they'll just be stuck with little knives, and obviously knives ain't going to be very powerful weapons. Second class is the Berserker, which just berserks and fights. Can't issue any commands. And third class will be the Archer, And they have somewhat of a magical ability. They're not like the archers in Final Fantasy III that have access to low-level white magic. These archers have a special ability, animals. They can call on like animal friends to do different things, and depending on the animal that's called, there's special certain effects. So I think 1 or 2 of them may heal. But yeah, gonna be a non-magical based challenge for a while. So we'll see how that goes. Magic tends to be very overpowered in these games. I mean, heck, our the main antagonist in this game, Mage Rashidi, is the greatest mage on the continent. And it wasn't until the involvement of the 12 white mages and the 3 dragoons, Slust, Fenrir, and Fogel, who were in our army, that humanity was able to turn things around and finally defeat the demons and the ogres at the Castellation Sea back in the ogre battle. So yeah, magic, very, very overpowered in many of these games. But I think that might be because, especially with Final Fantasy I, a lot of the inspiration for a lot of these role-playing games came from the pen and pencil RPGs. The most notable, of course, being Dungeons and Dragons. And in those games, magic is kind of a game breaker, especially at high levels. They usually say, like, if your wizard can survive until like mid-level, then they just become like the best class that can break the game, because they can do everything. Where fighters are just good at fighting. Thieves are good at backstabbing and doing thieving things. Where a wizard can eventually be able to be a better fighter than a fighter. With all their buff spells and magical abilities, they can deal more damage than a fighter. And a fighter, they can just use their magic spells to turn invisible or summon like ghosts and stuff, or elemental servants to do thieving tasks. As good as a thief as anyone can ever be. They're not going to be as good as a ghost that can fly through and defeat security measures just by being a ghost, because they can fly through walls and stuff like that. So yeah, but I guess they thought they could balance it by making the wizards in those games very squishy in the beginning. They have low hit points. The joke is you can just like breathe on a wizard and you defeat them. But that's older editions of Dungeons and Dragons. I only played through 3.5, a little bit of 3.5. I never played the first edition. And then when I was in high school, some of my friends played second edition. I played with them. And then when I got to college, kind of had a new group of friends, and they were into third edition. And then 3.5 came out to correct some of the flaws in third edition, but didn't really get into that because my friends had spent all that money on third edition books and didn't really pick up a lot of 3.5s. Plus, by that point, I was in the army, and the only time I'd play is if I came back to, visit, and by then it was just, it wasn't all that important. I had more important things to do with my limited time when I got to come home on leave. So, but it looks like we're almost pretty much finished up this area here. Finishing up the last, this I think is the last Gares clone. If not the last, the second to last. So now we can just, and all the other army units, we've already finished them off. So now we can just have Orpheus start flying around, liberating some cities, some temples. Thankfully, unlike the city of Xandu area, the last map we were at, liberating cities in this area will not negatively affect our reputation. So we're slowly building our reputation back up. But we're never going to get it maxed out again because we just took too much of a hit. But the magic number that we want to get to is 80. Because in the next map, the final map in the game, there's a certain item that we can get if we have have 80 reputation of 80 when we liberate the city. So, all right. Oh, we do have one more unit hanging out over there. That Valkyrie unit that snuck away. Sneaky Valkyrie unit. We'll just have our boss killing unit hang out there and liberate that one temple up there, and then they'll be able to just hang out at that temple until they fully heal up. Well, they'll fully heal up while they're waiting there for Orpheus to fly around and liberate all these other places. So, we used up most of our tarot cards. We do want to keep that one world card, though, for fighting Endora. Endora is a very, very powerful mage. So if you don't have a world card, hopefully you'll be able to draw one when liberating one of these cities or temples. Or you can go to the shop in this map and buy a bunch of Joker cards and hope to pull one through the Joker tarot. Endora, like I said, is a very powerful mage, and she has every elemental spell, and she has 5 of them. So she has 5 full hit all attacks, and she can target any element. So could cause a lot of trouble. So yeah, definitely you want to make sure you have a world card when dealing with her. Luckily, she only comes with 2 minions, 2 evil ones. So her followers ain't much of a problem, but you know, she is the problem. So nice, we managed to take out that one muse. So bunk. You can't afford to let this unit retreat. Got to finish it off. This is a tough battle here, but all right. Now, who do we want to stone? We don't want to have one of our characters turned into stone, but we don't want the muse doing a lot of damage, so let's get rid of her. Alright, now we just gotta hope that we finish this guy off, otherwise he would hit our Canopus, or not Canopus, our Eagle Man. Canopus is an Eagle Man, so. But, well, that was lucky. We finished it off, and we can go find a hidden treasure up here in the mountains. There's also another temple hidden in the mountains, but we'll look for that a little later. Death armor. Not really worried about armor right now. Some more treasure. We're gonna go hunt for it. Yeah, we liberated a city. Most of our other units we can send back now that we defeated the Imperial units in the area, so let's see what card we get. Moon card. A little bit more time now to liberate some cities. Prince Gares himself executed all the paladins in Zeteginia. The paladins were the finest, most honorable warriors in the Highlands. What could have happened? That's pretty much what all the people back in the city of Xandu area were saying once we liberated the place. On the revisits, all those townsfolk were saying that, you know, hey, something's going on. Gares went crazy, killed all the paladins. But luckily he missed a few. We'll find out. Let's just keep going to cities and learning what we can. Alright, a second city here. Let's see what card we get. Hopefully get some attack tarot cards. There we go. Because right now I think all we have is Empress cards and 1 Emperor card. Our Empress Endora is a beautiful woman. There's no way someone like that would fall into the hands of evil. Well, unfortunately she did. Can't underestimate the power of black magic. All our units just hanging out, retreating. There's Empress Endora's unit, so we can tell that there's no more enemy units because no one else is coming out to delay our arrival at the capital city. Here we go, nice hermit card. We got an item. What do we get? An angel necklace. I think that's pretty good armor. Have you discovered the power of Gares? Until now, you have not been fighting the real Gares, or rather, not his real body. Due to the power given to him by Rashidi, he's able to send his spirit out of his body. The Gares you fought in Avalon, Shangrila, and Zeteginia is actually only the spirit of Gares. You are only fighting his animated armor. To defeat him, you must find where his body is. You must fight him in the flesh. He is probably hiding in some safe place, sending out dummies. So that's what we're just doing. We're just fighting animated armors of Gares. But where is Gares' safe place? Will we be able to find it? And what about Empress Endora? Will we potentially be able to convert her and get her to see the error in her ways? Find out in our next episode. Take care. Have a good day. Thanks for following along. Bye.